So now more than ever, I know there's a ton of people that are starting to get chickens. And there's also a lot of people who are just looking into owning chickens. And obviously, I understand why. If you're looking for more self-sustainability, or you're just looking to know where your food is coming from, in a time where we don't even know how food is being made anymore, I can understand completely why people are looking into owning chickens, either for eggs or for meat or for whatever other reasons that you may want chickens. And there is many different ways to obtain chickens to get them into your property. We were unaware of that until we started owning chickens ourselves. We've actually used about 4 different methods to get chickens here, and there's a few extra ones, but we figured we would go over our experience with the ways that we've gotten them for anyone who's looking into getting chickens, because we love that people are looking into doing this just like we are. So let's talk about how you're gonna get chickens. Alright, so right now I am in the main free ranging area for our main flock here on our property. There's 14 total chickens that you're gonna see roaming around me here as I talk. 13 of the 14, we got the easiest way that you could probably get chickens. It's probably the most common way that people get chickens. We got them from some kind of farm store. There's so many different stores. Tractor Supply obviously is the main one that people like to go get them. We actually also got our first round of meat birds from getting from a farm store as well. Whether it's chickens for eggs or chickens for meat, you can find them at a farm store. And it's definitely the easiest and most convenient way to get chickens. It's very nice to be able to walk into a store, there's chickens there for you to pick up, you choose them out, they give them to you, you take them home that day. There's not many downfalls about it. The first downfall that I would say from it is that you are stuck with whatever chickens they have there. You don't get to really pick all the different kind of breeds. If you really look into chicken breeds, there is over 100 different kind of chicken breeds. There's probably about like 10 to 14 chicken breeds that they seem to have at any of these farm stores, and those are the main ones they try to sell you. The only other negative I can truly think about is you don't know what kind of care these chickens have had, what farm they came from, or any of that background information. But for the most part, we've had really good luck with it. We haven't really seen many bad things. All of our chicks have always survived from getting them from the farm store and then bringing them here. Overall, I think this is safe. I think it's a good way if this is the way you want to start into getting chickens like we did. But there is many other ways that you can get chickens, and let me tell you the other ones. So like I just told you with this main flock, 13 out of the 14 we got from a farm store. So that leaves, we got 1 chicken a different way. Our rooster, which right now I have in rooster jail, because if I don't put him in there, he will be kind of chasing us about, and the kids want to come in here after, so we lock him up in rooster jail sometimes. So Caesar we did not get from a farm store. Oh, while browsing on Facebook, we saw somebody was giving away a rooster. This happens all the time. People have roosters that they don't want, that they try to get rid of. We figured, why not try to take in a rooster, see if it works better for us. And obviously it has not turned that much better this time around, so we are trying to get more roosters, which I will get into. But you can easily search Facebook for people who are giving away chickens. Sometimes people are giving away full flocks because they aren't allowed to have chickens anymore, they don't want them anymore, so you might be able to get hens that are laying eggs. But you can definitely find roosters like we did. And I think sometimes you can search Humane Society and they'll have chickens that you can get. So online, people sometimes are giving away chickens. We found someone locally that we were able to go pick up Caesar, bring him onto our property. So it is another way that you can get chickens. This way I would say is great because most of the time you're helping somebody else out who's trying to get rid of these chickens, and it benefits you, so it's like a win-win. For us, it ended up okay, because he's done what we want. He's been protecting the hens, which is nice, and he's been able to give us fertile eggs that we've been able to hatch out. So that brings me to our third way to get chickens. Let's go to another flock. One of the next ways that you could try to get your own chickens, and this is something that we just recently did for the first time ever a couple months ago, is you can start to try to hatch out your own chicks. All the chickens inside this chicken tractor here are all chickens that we hatched out ourselves. Out of all the ways to get chickens, this is one that I would say is either the most exciting or most fun. It is so awesome to see that egg and that just being that yolk so far inside it. And then after the 21 days, letting nature take its course and start to see those eggs start to crack and see those baby chicks hatch out of the eggs is one of the most amazing feelings ever. And it's something that if you want to get chickens, or if you have chickens and you haven't done it, I really suggest at least one time hatching out your own chickens, because it is such a fun experience, and it's definitely something that we will be doing more in the future. A couple downfalls with hatching out your own chicks though. The very first and the most common one that people have is that you have a 50-50 chance of either getting hen and roosters, and lots of times you probably get about half of each. Right now inside our chicken tractor here with our 10 chickens that we hatched out, we believe we probably have about 4 roosters and 6 hens. So if roosters are something that you cannot have on your property, or you do not want to have roosters, or you don't want more than just the 1 or 2 that you already have, hatching out chicks is something that you need to make sure that you have a plan. You are going to get roosters. The second thing about hatching out your chicks that isn't the best also is that you are more likely to run into chicks that are not doing good, are sick, have injuries, because you're hatching them from their baby stage, and it's not like you're just going to a store where they weed out those chickens. For us, unfortunately, we had a chicken hatch. It was never gonna make it. It never really started walking and ended up passing within 24 hours of us having it. Also, we had a chicken that had a bad wing that we were able to fix, luckily, and now is doing great in there. But it is something to think about also, is that you need to be prepared for when you hatch out your own chicks, that you're the one who's gonna be taking care of them when they're babies. Any problems they might be having early on is something that you need to figure out how to fix. But on the flip side, you can do what we did, where we actually ordered hatching eggs on eBay so we could get a special breed of chicken. So 6 of our chickens inside here are Splash Morans, which is not a breed of chicken that you can find in the store, and that was one reason why we really liked the fact of being able to hatch out our own eggs, is that you can go on these sites like eBay, find someone who's selling hatching eggs, they ship them out to you, and then you can put them in your incubator. It's another really convenient thing if you have a rooster already. So our main flock, as you saw, Caesar, he's our rooster, and we were able to grab our own eggs. We put those in the incubator as well. So 4 of the chicks that are in here is actually from our own flock, and that's something that we can just be self-sustainable with, and always grab eggs, put them in our own incubator, and then you can keep getting as many chicks as you want and always keep your flock replenished every single year. It's the most fun way, so do it if you have not done it before. And then one of the final ways that you can get chickens is the way we got our chickens that we have inside this brooder over here. So as you can tell by the age of these chickens, these are our youngest chickens that we own right now. So they're the most recent flock that we've brought here to our small farm. All these chickens are chickens that we got so we can raise for meat for our family. And these guys, we got a whole different way. We've never gotten chickens before. That was ordering by mail. Ordering by mail is something that, once again, is very convenient. It's nice just to go to a website or go to a local farm's page, say that you want some chickens. It's very nice and convenient, right? You get to be at your house while you do that. Tell them you want them, then they're gonna deliver them to your local post office. They give you a call. All you have to do now is drive to your local post office, pick them up, and collect them. There's a lot of benefits to doing it this way. One of the main benefits that I see from it is that, once again, kind of like hatching out your own chicks, is that there's so much variety of chickens you can get when you look online for them to mail them out to you. You can almost get any breed you want from any of these sites that mail chicks. The problem will be is that the longer the distance, more chance you might have that the chicks are not going to end up making it, or a certain amount of them won't make it. Luckily for us, we found a local farm here in Michigan to send these chicks out to us, so they didn't really travel that long. It was like less than 24 hours. They went to our post office, we were able to pick them up, and all of them did just fine. But it is definitely one of the downfalls for when you get chicks by mail, so make sure you kind of look into that. I would say the more local, the better. And it was just cool to do it a little differently. So maybe by mail is what you want to do. And that is all the ways that we've been able to get chickens here onto our farm. The other way that you can get chickens is probably like local farms, where they're hatching out chicks and probably selling them, that you can also do, which is a great way to get chickens as well. I hope this helps anybody who is looking into getting chickens and didn't know which way's the best, or what way to even go about, or how to do it. And if that was you, now is your chance. Now you know how to, there's no excuses. Go out there and get some chickens. You guys have a great day and a better tomorrow, and we'll see you guys in the next one.